Blaze Entertainment sent me the new Evercade EXP, and I'm here to cover this. I've covered all their other products. This is the third version of their hardware that they have offered. Evercade, if you don't know, offers a series of multi-carts, over 300 games spanning 35 plus multi-carts, and I want to share an unboxing and go over some of the features. The box is fairly small. It's actually smaller than the previous Evercade box, and I want to show what's included. It does come with an Irem multi-cart with 6 games, some iconic arcade classics included, and I'm going to be doing my best to share some of the features, give you my thoughts about this. And here it is. It's definitely a better design than the original handheld. It's got a really nice feel to it, and it does come with a couple extra features. That big feature included extra trigger buttons in Tate mode, and there's 21 games so far that offer that, and I'm gonna share my experience with that. It comes with USB-C port, where it's a much better input than the micro USB. Here it's compared to the original handheld, and definitely has a nice feel to it. Definitely has that quality. It is 150 bucks, and comes with 18 included Capcom arcade games pre-installed. There's no physical cart. I know some people will be disappointed with that. It does come with a mini HDMI input, and so you can capture this with ease. Here's the book about the Capcom arcade games included. Some heavy hitters there, by the way, including some home console releases: Mega Man, Mega Man 2, Mega Man X, and Breath of Fire. And so that's pretty interesting and cool that they offer that. There is built-in save feature, so that's another great feature about this. There's some simple screen filter options. I'm going to show a little bit of that, but just wanted to do a quick unboxing and really dive into what makes this better than the previous releases. And so there's a lot going on with this. Here's a simple comparison spec wise from the original handheld. I know some of you out there want to know this, and this is it. The big thing is extra trigger buttons and Tate mode, a little bit faster processor, better IPS screen. Here's the comparison size wise to a Switch OLED and the original Evercade handheld. And so it's right in the middle. It's probably maybe a little bit longer than a Switch Lite, and so I don't have a Switch Lite on me, but that'd be another like close comparison. It looks like it's a little bit wider or longer than a Switch Lite. And here it is compared to the original screen. The IPS screen in person, it's not doing the best job showing this on camera, but the screen is a lot better. And so if you have an original Evercade handheld, great. That came out about 2.5 years ago, and I personally like it. This is definitely an upgrade screen wise, a better viewing angle, and just found myself at things looking a lot better on the new Evercade EXP. All right, so using a mini HDMI cable, I was able to hook it up and show you some captured footage. 720p, by the way, for people interested on what it can output. And firmware did not need to be updated yet. This is the firmware I'm running. It's important to show that because, well, I'm sure there's going to be updates moving forward. There's some hidden games, 0 out of 5 games unlocked. I didn't reach out and ask Blaze about that. Pretty sweet. So definitely in the comments below, if you find the hidden games, do a spoiler alert, but definitely I'm curious about that. So the 18 games included from Capcom are some awesome ones, some quality releases from their arcade hits of yesteryear. And I'm going to show a couple in Tate mode a little bit later, and some of my favorites. And I'm definitely curious about some of the hidden games and wonder, what else there is. This is Captain Commando, a great brawler, and one that, I haven't played a ton of, but, I know that there's fans out there, and, this just looks great. There's screen filter options. You can stretch the screen. You can have side artwork on the sides. You can do some scan lines, two different options for scan lines, and so it's very customizable for how you want to display your games. And again, I think this is a great option for people that they want to play on their TV screen, or if they want to go on the go, or have limited space. This is definitely an option. Ghouls and Ghosts, one of my favorite games Capcom has done. I'm a huge fan of this game. I've beaten it. I love the Sega Genesis version, and it looks and plays great. The control pad is actually very, very, very well done. I like what they've done with the Evercade setup. I think the control pad is definitely improved from the original handheld, and that's good news. As it's going to get some heavy use, especially these games. And so, Mega Man X here. I know that for a lot of people, people are going to be really happy noticing that this game is being released. And so it's really cool that they worked out a deal with Capcom to offer lots of their digital releases on the Evercade EXP. I know that some people are going to want that physical release, but still 18 classics here from yesteryear, including some home console ones. I think that's pretty awesome that they offered these. And I know that there's going to be several people really excited about playing these, and as well as the save features and stuff. And I think that's just awesome. Well, let's look at this for the priority purpose, and that's handheld mode. And it looks and plays great. I was impressed with how it looked on the screen playing Strider here. Again, the control on the initial layout, the standard control setup is great. I think this is the strength of the Evercade EXP, and for a lot of people, are going to be really excited about playing some of these. Now let's talk about tape mode. Evercade EXP offers a tape mode. There's a button at the bottom of the handheld. You click it, and then you can adjust the screen where you can play games with the proper aspect ratio from the arcade in this mode here. Now, overall, fully functional, yes. I do have a minor gripe and a couple things. The buttons are fairly small, as you can see here on the screen. I have fairly large hands, and so I don't know how comfortable this would be playing long term. I think quick, bite-sized gaming experiences, it's going to be fine. And I think there's going to be a lot of people out there going to love playing tape mode like this. And so it just wasn't fully comfortable for me. The buttons are fairly small and close together too. And so I just found myself, it's not fully comfortable playing it this way for me personally. I don't have necessarily an issue with it. I'm not necessarily just a die-hard tape mode person. I think it's really cool that they're offering it as a bonus feature. Now there's 21 games spread across several arcade carts that offer tape mode, and here's the newest arcade release that comes bundled with the Evercade EXP, and it's Irem, and this has 6 arcade classics, and there's some great ones in here. I can't wait to show you. Now the coolest thing about Evercade multi-carts is they're $20. They offer a full color manual. They give you some information and control details about each game. Really cool and informative. They give you typically a backstory of games or backstory of the company. And there's some games on this that I really don't have a lot of experience playing. So it's really neat to play some fairly obscure arcade games with some iconic classics. And here's the cart. And I wanted to show a cart being put into the new Evercade EXP, and fits nice and snug, perfect, not too loose, not too tight. Here we go. Even though there's only 6 games on here, it's a pretty excellent multi-cart. I know a lot of people are going to be excited. In the Hunt being probably top of the list for some people. This is just a fantastic shooter, side-scrolling shooter. Just amazing artwork and excellent graphics. Really love the animations as well, and just really cool to see. Battle Chopper is one I'm not too familiar with. Pretty awesome though, and looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to check this one out. Definitely want to play this one more and look forward to experiencing it. Looks like it's got some cool power-ups and secrets and stuff. So awesome to see that. This next one is one that I actually don't have a lot of experience playing the arcade version, and that's 10 Yard Fight. And I know that there's some people who grew up with this iconic sports game. There's another one, Lightning Swords. Another one I'm not too familiar with, but looks a lot of fun. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Ninja Spirit, maybe mixed with some Legendary Axe. But yeah, no, it's cool. Definitely want to experience this one more. And one that I don't have a lot of experience ever even knowing about it. Moon Patrol, I forgot that they did Moon Patrol, so really nice to see it on here. As you know, that's such an iconic classic arcade game from the early days. For sure, lots of people. Now, my personal favorite on here is R-Type. I'm a big R-Type fan. I'm never really good at this game. It's very, very difficult, but it is just so well done. Music and the gameplay. There was so many great ports of this as well. But going back to the original, playing the arcade original on here, and it's pretty sweet, and it plays great. Like I said, just difficult as ever. Now here's Toplan, and this one to me, between the two newer multi-cart releases, this is the one to get for sure. And this is everything you would want. Now you have to like classic shooters. But holy cow, there's some huge, awesome releases on this. Eight games, and definitely there's going to be some on here that you are going to love. Now it comes with a cool fold-out poster, kind of a collect them all. It shows all the Evercade multi-carts and the numbers. Awesome, with a poster on the other side. I just love that. For $20, they're offering these multi-carts. Yeah, it's cool that it comes with a full color manual. You buy a new modern game on a modern console, you don't get this, especially for $20. So it's pretty sweet. I think this is one of the better multi-carts to have been released. As you can see here, many iconic classics. Many you can do in tape mode. So if that's your thing, this is definitely set up to be played on the Evercade EXP. And so yeah, Fire Shark, just another amazing release, and this is one that I played in the arcades back in the day, and just tough as nails. All these are fairly difficult, but yeah, I think you're going to be very pleased with this. Guardian, not too familiar with this one. This one's kind of a weird kind of side scroller where you're navigating different planets, and you have like a ability to punch and kick. But Snow Brothers, oh my goodness, this is so amazing. If you haven't played Snow Brothers, it plays a little bit like Bubble Bobble, but just fantastic and just amazing. By itself, it'd be worth $20. But on here with other amazing arcade releases, very, very impressed. Now this is a puzzle game. Techie Packy, I'm probably saying it wrong, that's okay. But I didn't know what I thought of this. I need to play it more and understand the mechanics a little bit. But I do like myself some puzzle games, so want to play that more. Tiger Heli, played a lot of the NES release, and here is the arcade version, as this was very popular in the arcades back in the day. So another fairly challenging vertical shooter, and definitely one to play in tape mode if that's your thing. But yeah, overall I was really impressed. Truxton, just another solid release and offering on here. And so overall, what do I think of the Evercade EXP and the new releases? Solid. This is definitely for retro gaming. Blaze Entertainment is really doing a good job at supporting their products and offering a multitude of game options and ways to play. Between the Evercade Versus and now the Evercade EXP, they have retro gaming covered at an affordable price. The new handheld is $150, does come with IREM multi-cart, as well as the built-in included Capcom digital releases 18. And so I think you're going to get a solid retro gaming experience, and it gets my thumbs up. I want to thank everybody for coming to my channel. If you like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.